All right, so this is my final project. I chose this commercial based on, this is the first one I thought of when I read the prompt. So this is the 2019 Super Bowl Budweiser commercial, or at least one of them. Go ahead and share my screen. Alrighty, so we just have the 2019 Budweiser Super Bowl commercial by me, Taylor Davis. First off, we're going to start with what is it? So what is being sold here? So we all know Budweiser is a beer brand. So that's kind of an obvious. It's also selling the all-American feeling, with it being one of the largest beers sold in America. So it's kind of trying to keep that all-American country vibe. It's also selling nostalgia, with Budweiser being the biggest beer company that's being sold in America. It's also one of the oldest. It's 146 years old and has been around for a heck of a long time. So they are reusing some old things that they used to advertise with and bringing that into the new era to appeal to a new market and even to the older one. So what are the main focal points here? Beer, obviously, the largest selling beers in the United States. All-American as well, just reiterated, being the biggest beer seller in the United States. It really prides itself on it. So that is a big thing for Budweiser. And then also nostalgia. Budweiser does use Clydesdales a lot. And so that appeals to the nostalgic part of the commercial. They have been a main part of their marketing for a couple of years now, at least for as far as I can remember, as well as dogs. Dogs in the most recent years that I can remember of have been in Budweiser commercials. And then we're going to get emotional here. So how does this make you feel? The overall feeling of this commercial is generally really happy and very upbeat, very countryside feel, right? This is basically focusing on Budweiser's environmental cause, although it is more towards the end. The whole commercial itself really focuses towards the use of all three of their what they are selling, and then as well as this to appeal to a new client base and hopefully extend their target market. So weird flex, right? It's all about the dog. Well, as weird as it may sound, honestly, Budweiser has been using dogs in their commercials for a couple years now. Nothing strange, because this has worked for them in the past. Although the dog does take up quite a bit of time, solely about, I think it's 18 seconds in the entire commercial. This helps draw in their client base because a lot of people are animal lovers. So that is a good captivating part of the commercial. So they use this as well as the Clydesdales and the entire movement of the whole commercial to announce that they have become very environmentally conscious, and they're using very green marketing here to improve the sustainability of the planet, and then as well as their company. So the dog does capture you in long enough just to get to the end there. Although this is only a minute ad, it's very well done. Maybe it's not the dog. So this is kind of mixed feelings. What are we feeling? We don't know. While this commercial is really happy, bright, and upbeat, it also brings light to like the seriousness of the company, how they are taking their environmental impact very seriously, as well as remaining a very well-known company that prides itself in what it does, the product, the marketing, the impact they have on people. They're very proud of it. Budweiser almost every year has a Super Bowl commercial, so this is only just continuous marketing for them. And the sales reached high numbers due to this one being announced that they're starting to become aware of their impact on the environment. This also does reach a brand new target audience too, just for the environmental impact aspect of the entire commercial. All right, next, groovy baby. So what's the music in this? So the jams. The commercial has a very nice vibe to it. Very sunny, as I would describe it, very upbeat, happy. Don't feel like you could be sad with this type of music. With a little bit of country twang to it. And my oh my, would Miss Dolly be proud? With the strict instrumental country twang feel of this music, it also plays into the all-American vibe that Budweiser is striving for. This is also a very pivotal part of their branding because they are the all-American brand, very made in America, country boys, very proud to be Americans. Next, a play on words. Who's that? He plays that one guy. Alrighty, and the Academy Award goes to, while there is no really main character or like actor in this that we have ever seen on the silver screen, pretty much just some four-legged ones, which is actually really, really significant to the brand because in previous years they have used the Clydesdales and the dogs as main focal points, although in some previous years the owners or there have been some other actors within their commercials, not with speaking parts, some with speaking parts. It's just a different ploy of acting they've decided, but I think this goes really well for them and very simplistic. So moving and inspirational. So did it draw you in? This commercial did draw me in just because I love dogs and I'm not afraid to say that. So it does it really well, kind of fast and very simplistic. Using a very cute dog and then the Clydesdales once again, and then even just the beautiful scenery itself is very captivating. While, like I said, the dog is kind of the longest still in the commercial, and then it slowly, not slowly because it's only a minute, it moves to the main focus of the entire ad itself. So some New Year's resolutions I'm inspiring you guys to do. Are you going to do it? Budweiser did a great job at appealing to a collective goal that most of the population has, which is basically to decrease their carbon footprint and save the planet's resources, as well as doing it in a fairly simplistic way, but still reaching the point. And I only say simplistic because it is a minute long and the Super Bowl spots for a 30-second ad are in the millions, so they did it very well. So next we have needy. What do you need, right? Like, what do we need in something like this? This commercial appeals to really the needs for environmental impact information and stability of this planet. Same with its target audience being a mass collective. It also appeals to a mass collective of many other people of our general population that take this into consideration, really wanting to improve our planet because we only have one. So that does bring in a huge another target audience that they may not have reached before, or just bringing awareness to the cause, which could spread. Word of mouth is like wildfire sometimes. And then we're going to go right on target. So know your audience. This target audience of the commercial is a very broad one, but done very, very well, in my personal opinion. The basically would be like persons legal age to drink, environmentally conscious people, someone who loves animals, people that like traditions, and so on and so forth, and in theories like that. But it does reach a massive amount of people because it has so many aspects. It's so simplistic, but it has a purpose in which it's done well on. And as we can see that in previous years, that it's a 146-year-old company, they have done nothing but expand and do well and prosper in their marketing and their just general business as itself. So sellout. Out of stock. So basically the unique selling point in this is that it's environmental impact that Budweiser has become aware of, has been taking active action to decrease, and even letting the general population know that they are actively trying to become more sustainable for not only themselves, but for other people as well, for the general population, because benefiting them benefits us, right? And how if they have no customers, they have no business. So they're kind of almost inclined to help, maybe. But I think that this is a beautifully done commercial, and it did very, very well.